So if you ever had an idea where it just mulls over in your head and you think, this is going to work, but it can go on for weeks and you keep coming up with different ideas and different concepts, different designs, then all of a sudden you just realise that simplicity is the key to everything. Make everything simple and everything will just work. Well, I found a really simple solution to turn your manual slider into a fully automated video machine. Simplicity. That's what we're going for. Never say never, never say never. Always say, how can I do this? Never say, I can't do this. Say, how can I do this? And you'll always have a better result. Suddenly dawned on us, simple. Keep it simple. Just realised I already own this. This is the motorised dolly from Pixar Pro called the SlideBot. Now, if you haven't seen this in action, I'll pop a link to a card and go and check it out. This alone captures some amazing footage by itself. It has a great payload and a great battery life, and it's remote control. So I just need to figure out how I'm going to attach this to that to make it work seamlessly. Simple. Simplicity, folks. That's the key. And this little plastic spanner is going to do just that. This is how we're going to make this attach this to this. So this is just a plastic spanner. I've drilled a hole in the centre. I've drilled a hole in the end. I've inserted a thumb screw. The thumb screw fits onto the SlideBot. Once attached to the motorised dolly, on the back of the dolly, this is the rubber wheel. This is what's going to drive the motor inside of this unit. This is what sits on the carbon fibre rail. And we're going to sit that on top of there, but we're going to hook it over. This fitting here actually comes with the motorised dolly. It allows you to attach ball heads to the top of the dolly when you're using it. So we're going to use this, we're going to take it off the dolly and we're going to actually attach that to the slider. So you want to make sure it's nice and straight. Key is to getting it straight. And this is just going to tighten down on here and it's going to pull it down, it's going to compress down onto the slider. And that'll just sit nicely on top of the slider. We'll switch the slider on. It's already on. I'll grab the remote control and we'll switch the gimbal on. There's the gimbal. So if I do an auto rotation, I'll just set a point. We'll just record it to you there. That'll be the first point. I'll pull it back. I'll set the out point. Maybe, actually we'll just go all the way around. Hit record. Bring this back to the starting position, hit OK, and then let that pan around, and it's going to pan all around and record as it's panning around. Probably would record actually, but I haven't switched the camera on. The camera's not even switched on. This is so cool. Works really, really well. I'm so impressed with how well it works. Really, really well. I could actually do with a longer slider, to be honest. Just pause it. You can bring it back. Just do a normal sliding shot. And if I use a remote control on my phone, I can actually just tilt that up. So good, so good. there you go, that's how you can turn your manual slider into a fully automated video machine that's going to capture some really, really awesome dynamic shots, as you've seen in the video. I mean, the slide bot itself, I think that lasts for about 6 hours. The gimbal lasts for about 12 hours, the one I'm using anyway is a Fairtech AK2000. The only downside with that is when I'm using it, if I want to just set the in and out points, there's only 2. A lot of the other gimbals allow you to set different points as you're rotating throughout the scene, so you can create some really lovely, dynamic, moving shots that just look absolutely awesome, and they're super, super smooth. Obviously being on a slider and being on a gimbal. Oh, it's just a dream come true. Now, it doesn't look like it's a DIY job at all. It actually looks like it's a modular system made for a slider. Like I said, the only downside is that I think the slider may be a little bit too short, so I possibly like a longer slider. But apart from that though, that is working really, really well. Now I can take that and I can put that on a set of tripods and obviously use that up a height. I can use it on the floor. I can tilt the gimbal, put the gimbal on its side and use it really, really low to the floor as well and get some of those sweeping shots. It's just, the possibilities are endless. I'm really excited with using this setup, and it saved me an amazing amount of money. The setup I was going to buy was phenomenally expensive, don't get us wrong, it will be a great tool to have, but I'm only going to be using it a couple of times, so it kind of doesn't really warrant spending that kind of money. So this was my idea, this was a concept I needed to come up with to help me out in a job I have coming up. So, and most of the time it's just problem solving that we need to figure stuff out. How am I going to do this? What tools am I going to use? Always ask yourself the question, how can I do that? Never say to yourself, I can't do that, because you will always end up with a negative outcome. Asking yourself the question, how I can do that, you'll always end up with a positive outcome, or at least you've tried. So with that being said, folks, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. See you then.